Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today, let's talk about higher education in China. Previously, a video by an American girl went viral. In the video, she tearfully shared that she had accumulated $450,000 in debt from attending law school. Meanwhile, through Xiaohongshu, she discovered that the annual tuition for a law degree at a Chinese university is only $798, which left her feeling utterly devastated. This is a typical example of how misunderstandings arise between Chinese and American netizens due to information gaps. Now, let me introduce you to what is considered cheap higher education in China. Let's discuss the topic mentioned in the video. I graduated with a bachelor's degree in law from a Chinese university, so I have a strong perspective on this. It is true that studying law in China is relatively inexpensive, with tuition fees comparable to those of other majors. After graduating, one must pass the National Unified Legal Professional Qualification Examination, which is known as one of the hardest exams in China. Passing this exam allows individuals to obtain a legal professional qualification certificate and pursue a related career. In contrast, becoming a lawyer in the US requires 4 steps. Earn a bachelor's degree. Take the law school admission test, ISAT, or graduate record examination, GRE. Apply to and complete law school. Pass the bar examination. As you can see, law school in the US is a postgraduate program, so you cannot simply compare the cost of attending law school in the US to the cost of an undergraduate law degree in China. The average salary of a new lawyer in the US is around $100,000, while the average American salary is $64,000. Meanwhile, in China, most new lawyers earn between 40,000 to 100,000 renminbi per year. In 2023, the national average salary for employees in urban private enterprises was 68,340 renminbi. A 2022 survey of over 100 young lawyers, aged 25 to 35, showed that 60% of them earned 50,000 renminbi or less annually, and only 3% owned a car. In the first 2 years of practice, many young lawyers even struggle to break even. This comparison makes one thing clear: a law degree in China does not hold the same weight as a US law degree. Moreover, some lawyers in China, particularly human rights lawyers, face government suppression and an underdeveloped judicial system, creating an enormous gap between the social status of lawyers in China and the US. Now, let's talk about the quality of higher education in China. As a graduate from a first-tier university in China majoring in law, I can say that my actual class attendance rate was around 70%, with elective course attendance below 50%. If you have studied at a Chinese university, you will know that except for students from top-tier schools and some STEM programs, most students become lazy in college. Many students skip classes, ask others to sign attendance sheets for them, stay up all night playing video games, or even become TikTok streamers in their dorm rooms. The so-called quality of higher education is actually quite poor. From my personal experience, in my dormitory of 4 people, 2 of my roommates copied and pasted their entire thesis from online sources without reading a single professional book. Yet, they still passed their thesis defense without any issues and now work in related industries. This shows that higher education in China is a joke compared to Western higher education. Finally, let's discuss employment rates. In China, job opportunities for high school graduates are very limited, mostly consisting of low-paying manual labor or service jobs. Even for jobs that technically do not require a degree, competition is fierce because of China's large population. As a result, a bachelor's degree has become a basic requirement for many decent-paying jobs. According to statistics, China's 2023 graduate employment rate was only 55.7%. Since this data is based on the government's record system, it includes graduates who chose to pursue postgraduate studies or study abroad, meaning the real employment rate is likely even lower. In recent years, the government has even counted TikTok streamers and food delivery riders as employed university graduates, which is simply absurd. Realistically, the actual employment rate is even worse. Can you imagine 50% of American college graduates being unable to find a job after graduation? When evaluating higher education, we shouldn't just compare tuition costs, we need to consider education quality, post-graduation employment rates, and salaries. Otherwise, the comparison is meaningless. If you enjoyed this discussion, don't forget to like, comment, and share. See you in the next video.